Hi friends, Michelle here. I'm here to talk to you about what to do once you have a launch party. So you started your Scentsy business and you're trying to figure out, maybe your friends and family aren't as supportive as you thought they would be, or, it usually is the case. So when you start a business of your own, you're gonna initially have like a little bit of support from your friends and family, but you're gonna find that you're gonna need to find other avenues for people to support you, people that are into the Scentsy vibe more than perhaps your family and friends. So, for example, like my own family and friends, some of them are like, hey, I like candles, I like Yankee, I like Bath and Body Works, and that's fine. There's nothing you can do to change that, and there's nothing you need to do. But at the end of the day, I find that it's really good to set up your social media account. The first thing I did after I initially had my launch party is I set up a Facebook group. So groups has the option. You may be very busy like I am. I'm a program manager and my not spare time is my full-time job, and I'm doing this as like kind of my fun job. And I really enjoy doing it, and I make the time because of that. But I think if you set up a social media account, you'll find that it's a lot easier to connect with people that you don't connect with every day. So you may connect with some people in person every day, like your coworkers, depending on what your career line is. And that way you can connect with those people on a regular basis and kind of share that scent, and they just are like, wow, why do you always smell so good? Like, it's easy. You can just brand yourself without even asking them if they want to buy. And I think just being really confident and enjoying it in your own way also makes people kind of intrigued, and that is another thing. So set up your social media. I have an Instagram account, I have a Facebook group, and I use those to connect with my customers. I do reels, I do some live party unboxings when I get stuff in for myself or for like a farmer's market, or if I get a party order in, I do it just to like keep myself under people's noses. You're always looking at accounts and you find yourself scrolling. Well, you can be part of that school. So just make sure you're always kind of out there. And if you know certain people or yourself, you like Disney, you like certain times a year, make that more of like the time of year you show up so that people see it. And because it's all about just showing people what there is to offer. It's not even being pushy, it's just putting it out there, because if you don't do it, they don't know it exists and they don't know you're doing it. So you've got to do it. So I find that I don't always want to go on live. Like, I don't always want to look at myself, but really it's not about you. It's about showing the product and sharing things that people will love. So that's what I use social media for. And there's a ton of groups in Scentsy that you can find excellent training. You can find like just things you didn't even know, things that have nothing to do with Scentsy that help you. So I highly recommend setting up a social media account. I think that you just finding a way to stay connected with people, that's the most important thing. You want to do it that way. We have monthly mailing that goes out on your benefit and on your behalf, I guess is what I meant to say, through Scentsy, through your PWS, your personal website that you get as a Scentsy consultant. And after 3 months, you have to pay per month for it, but it is your avenue to take payment. It's set up parties. They send out newsletters, so that just keeps you in the eyes of everyone that has their email registered. So anyone on a party, I recommend always check marking that like receive emails so that they know what's going on, because you don't frankly even maybe know everything going on. It's really hard to keep up. So this is like a bunch of things that they do just to help you. There's even a training section on Scentsy. I can't say I've used it as much as probably I should, but I've understood there's a lot of good stuff there you can check out. And then the other thing I do to keep myself kind of in front and center of people, I set up for events. Like you can, again, social media, Google, it's a great way, just church, like any kind of event you can find socially to get yourself out there, get your name out there, and start talking to people and sharing your product. That in itself is a marketing tool that is priceless. I've met so many people, including my own consultants, that way, and I highly enjoy, as much as there could be a lot of work to go into events, which I will do in a different training, they are very beneficial to expand your network when you're feeling like you're just not really sure where you're gonna get customers from. I assure you there's always someone looking to make their house smell better and look more beautiful and be seasonal. So there is always something out there for that. And then finally, I guess my thing is when I'm doing events and doing things like this to sell products, the best way to stock up for yourself is to use parties. So when I'm buying products and I know it's going to be a couple $100 worth of stock, I create a party and I get some of that stuff for a little less. Every little bit helps. You know, everyone's struggling and doing their best, so I just think these are all ways that you can kind of use to build your business and get yourself a little more of a customer base, because like I said, it's just tough. Sales initially, it's tough to get out there past your own immediate bubble and your immediate circle. So I hope these are ways that might help you and give you some ideas. Don't be afraid of being on social media and talking and just sharing things you love. I think people just kind of are drawn to stuff like that, and I think you'll be surprised with what you end up with. So I hope this helps, and I hope everyone is doing great. Please let me know if I can help with anything else too. I'm happy to answer any questions. Thanks.